We got the echo.
I mean, honestly, I don't think you can have friends of the opposite sex. The only way you can pull that off is if literally if you're not sexually attracted to them like that.
That's the only way.
The other one, which might be another stretch, is if like say if it was a situation where though clearly you knew like something had to happen. Like say if y'all worked together, you probably did find them, kind of cute or whatever the case was, but then their character was off.
And in fact, I believe even if you don't find a man, even if a man doesn't find a woman attractive, it's human nature that if you stay long enough and spend enough time with the person, you can literally find them attractive. You can stop to see them as an attractive after some time. This has been proven time and time over and over again. That's why usually, unlike these days, but usually back in the day, people who used to get married used to be working together. It wasn't because they really found themselves attractive too much. It's because they spent too much time together, whether at work, whether at school, because usually the person you spend the most time with, whether at school, whether at work, you just develop a connection because you're doing the same thing. So people ended up married like that.
Just so happens to build a friendship on that. Something had to turn you completely off of them, in that type of way for you to be able to pull it off. So to me, I don't think you can do that. But outside of that sexual attraction, we're talking a very, very rare case.
Yeah, 100%. It's for the overwhelming majority of us, it's not going to work. Like when you get in a relationship, most people agree because you see people start to fade. So when people have opposite sex friends, they start to call less, text less. So everybody generally agrees to start to move differently, even though they'll talk this shit right here, right now. And then when you have a male friend, what can he do for you? Right? If you got a man, can he pick you up from the airport? Can he give you money? Can he give you spiritual advice? Can he give you guidance? He can't do none of that shit once you got a man in your life. That's how we know that those relationships are superficial and fragile at best.
My opposite sex friends became friends with my husband.
My sound went out. I don't know if you can hear me.
I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, and that's also weird too, explicit, to be honest. I don't have any friends that existed before my wife. Like if my wife had a male friend and I become his friend,
that's weird.
That don't even make no sense. That's not how nothing should ever go.
Because they got girls too. We all hang out.
My wife would never tell me, "Hey, this nigga cool. You should meet him." You talking about?
Yeah, that's weird. Also, it's different if couples hang out and then they become friends. That's one thing. But she's saying her husband started hanging out with her male friends, and that's weird.
That's just sound weird. Because Naeem, you know what be happening now? I'm thinking, why you think he's so cool? Hold on. I got the floor.
Go ahead.
Naeem, right? I'd be like, why you think he's so cool? What you fuck? You know what I mean? That don't go right for nobody and nobody mind. And here's the thing, Nikki, that's why I like the little half smile she got. Any man who ain't attracted to her, she know he a homosexual. End of story.
That's weird.
Explicit too. So we just don't want to act like this is good advice to push forward. It just don't make sense to the majority of people in relationships.
If he's so cool, why didn't y'all?
Naeem, if you don't mind, let explicit talk her shit because me and her was going back.
Okay, go ahead. So I have a friend who's been around for more than 20 years. So I'm supposed to not be friends with him because I met my husband?
Yes.
No, that's not how that works.
Okay, that's how it works. Because unless you're trying to, because once you find a husband, and I'm not married, but I would think if you find a husband as a woman, you spending time with your friend, your male friend, one-on-one, that's over with. Now you're going to be, unless your husband is in the presence of that, but even then, are you going to tell your husband, "Oh, husband, I want to spend time with my male friend. Can you come along?" That's weird. Now, unless you guys do a couples hangout, the male friend comes with his woman, and that's different. But once you're in a marriage or relationship, no more spending time with your male friends. Even for men, with your female friends, if you're in a relationship, that's over with. So the friendship literally goes down, and there's no friendship if you guys don't even talk or hang out. Is he going to be calling you? Is he always texting you, checking on you? You have a husband. The husband should check on you.
There's nothing
your husband feel about that
at all. We don't have anything to hide. My husband was completely secure in where we stood because he knew what nothing up. So it was not a big deal.
I got you. Explicit. This is what I want to tell you about your husband and the 99.9% of every other man. He's fucking lying.
Yeah.
We keep fighting back against this narrative when y'all start to call us insecure and all that shit. We don't care about that shit. We just need to live. Hold on, listen, let me finish the thing. We just need to live what makes us most comfortable. And if he's uncomfortable at any point in time, he should voice that, and you should adhere to that. That's all I'm saying.
I agree, but here's why I don't believe that was the case, because he was uncomfortable with a couple of my exes. Like 2 of my exes, he was not, and I knew it. So whenever we saw him, it was an issue. And with this particular friend, and what I'm talking about, who's been around for 20 plus years, it was never that. Like my ex-husband could not hide when he was feeling some type of way about being in a room or being around somebody who I knew, period, let alone that we used to mess around. So it was never that. It was just always he knew, and he knew what nothing up. Like, these are genuinely my friends.
Wait, ex-husband? So she's saying the man who was okay with her having male friends, they're divorced now? That could be the reason they're divorced. Did anyone catch that? She's talking about the ex-husband who was okay with her having male friends, but they're divorced. That could be a reason why they're divorced.
Can I ask you a question? If you've been friends with him so long and they're that cool, how come y'all didn't become a thing? Like you and one of them? Like,
yeah, if
what?
that's good
like,
people.
yeah, how come y'all
I've
didn't?
never seen him like that. I always call him my brother. He couldn't be less my brother than my real brothers are. Like, no bull. I don't see him like that. I don't see him intimately. And to be honest, he's a great fucking guy. But I don't see him like that.
How do you like him physically? How is he physically? Like, do you think he's handsome?
He's very handsome. All my friends love him.
That's weird.
We never, it was never that. You're
the only one out the friend group that doesn't like him.
Was always big brother, little sister. It was never.
Hey, Splish, you know what's up? Let me get this off, Melly, and be quick. I swear.
Good.
This stuff my Tim's the most explicit. This a sandbox friend. You knew him 20 years. This the same nigga you play hide and go get it with. I'm not letting none of that shit slide.
I'm 43. We didn't. That's not a sandbox.
40 years, right? They always say, "Oh, I met this nigga in the sandbox." Y'all play? Did y'all? I don't know where y'all from. Y'all play hide and go get it? Y'all remember that game?
Yeah, I met him when. Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
but
they be playing that game with him,
tour.
Naeem, and they think I'm supposed to go for that. I'm not going for none of that shit.
I met him on tour. I didn't meet him. We didn't grow up together.
I'm just talking shit. I'm just saying. This general too.
Yes.
Go ahead, Melly. My fault.
Let me ask you something explicit.
Yeah.
These guys that you're talking about, have y'all had that type of conversation? Like, look, if I gave you, like, of course we ain't saying it verbatim, but have y'all had that conversation? Like, hey, look, if I ever give you a chance, would you see me that way, or have you ever had that?
No.
Never had. Okay, so you never had that.
Only when we talking to and explaining our friendship to people who don't get it like now.
Do any of them guys find you attractive? That you know of?
Probably they haven't told her.
Not that I know. We don't have a conversation.
Yeah, they haven't told her.
I know that I'm an attractive woman, so I'm not gonna act like, you know what I'm saying. Like, I don't know that, but their physical attraction to me it's not there. That's not.
Yeah, but you don't know how they find you. You don't know if they find you attractive or not until they tell you they don't find you attractive. It doesn't matter. So that means it could be 40 years. If you give them a chance, they will take it.
May I ask a question? Did your male friend look better than your husband?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's why he's the ex-husband for a reason.
But she already told him she don't see them like that.
No, I just was asking.
That's where the shut off was at. You know what I'm saying?
But he's always been like a brother to me. So it's not that I don't see him like that because he's not attractive. I don't see him like that because I see him as a brother. Like,
so
always
right, so let me get this straight. And I'm not even. I was going to leave it alone because I'm not even
on here. I need him to be on here.
When you said that you met him on tour, what age was this? And I really, what age was this? 23,
like 24, maybe.
Right. And he's older than you as well, correct?
Yes.
And
maybe
so when,
like 4 or 5 years.
Right. And so when you met him, because you already said he's extremely handsome, he would be a catch damn near to any woman, correct? Like was that a fair assessment? Like if like just off the initial, like, damn, that's a fine brother. Like, that's him? Is that him? Would that be him?
Yes.
And so you seeing this extraordinary man, fine, sexy. I mean, everything. And mind you, of course, because I know how somebody can look good but not be your cup of tea. But this man, you know, he's a nice looking guy. He's a catch for any other woman in the world. How do we even get to a friendship? Because I don't know you from the sandbox. It's not like I knew you when we were 6 and it's really that big brother bond. I mean, what even sparks up a conversation? And then during the conversation, like, or was he not attracted to you?
No, it just was, again, I don't know how to.
No, but I'm asking you though, like, no, but I'm saying, like, was he not attracted to you though? Like, could that be like a thing too though?
So maybe he wasn't attracted to me at the time because I was engaged.
Yeah, but engagement has nothing to do with
it. Like, that's what I'm saying. So we've never had a conversation about
engagement has nothing to do with attraction.
But that's what I'm saying. So it gave us an opportunity to kind of foster a friendship as opposed to, because I wouldn't know. We never talk about.
Right. So if you weren't engaged though, would he have been maybe a candidate for you to shoot a shot at?
No, because we've never seen each other like that.
I don't get it, because this man is handsome. He's perfect. He's a great man. He's a catch to every woman but you.
No, he got other female friends.
All right, cool. Nikki, yes, Nikki B. Go
I
ahead,
gotta
Nikki.
hop in and explicit. I think that you're going to agree. Women, we don't always look at men like that. We're not looking at you. Oh, you handsome. I have several friends and people I've been around, I've worked with. We're not always looking with the other eye as y'all do. Y'all are always looking, thinking like a man. A lot of times we ain't even thinking about y'all like that. Am I right? Or am I right?
It's just not an intimate connection. Like it never was.
Not.
It's always.
In other words, like I said, men are very one or two dimensional. Like we see what we see. Women are saying that even if they see a tall, handsome man, they still need something else. Maybe it's the same reason they're in relationships and the man offers them everything, but they will still leave because they're bored. So I guess it's the same concept. Anyway, shout out to this might be Risky and DJ Ham.